I think we are getting charged up to end this season on romantic relationships, wherein we are talking about different aspects. And this week we are going to be concentrating on the relationships which can be revived and how they can be revived and what should be done and what are the strategies. And then in the last, we'll be talking about the relationships which cannot be revived, right? So, we are ISCA, Indian Specialized Counseling Academy. Archika and Ashima trying to make the difference by giving an open, transparent space where nobody is going to judge you, nobody is going to criticize you, nobody is going to question you for the wrong reasons. We'll be helping you in clearing the cobwebs and trying to understand the confusions, the problems, the issues, and we would even tell you where you need professional help. So Archika, anything you want to add before we go on to further? Any recap from last week? Anything you'd like to add?
I guess we were talking about the healings and causes and everything related to emotions and everything. I guess we gave a good insight to people and our, people who participated in our circle who were listening to us. And this relationship is a very important aspect. Actually, we are related to everything. It's not just romantic relationship, Ashima. Don't you think we are having relationship with everything?
Absolutely. That is why we say the relationship, before you make it with anybody, you have to have a strong relationship with your own self. And this season we were concentrating on romantic relationships. And next season we are trying to probably go on to the parental relationships or the siblings. We'll see, and I think we'll inform. But absolutely, relationship is the crux of anything where we are. True.
So it's very important to know that how it works, what we should do, how, our thinking pattern, everything, what all, makes a difference and what causes disturbance in our relationship and what are the techniques. And it's really, weird, or I think people like, do we have a techniques to work on relationships? ऐसा भी कहीं होता है क्या? कोई book पढ़ के relationship थोड़ी किया जाता है या समझा जाता है? I know it's really weird nowadays. On a parenting also we are having books. On everything I think we are having books. And we are having guidance, we are having a lot of things around. But actually whatever we are thinking, our thinking pattern, our thought process, everything like a technique only, When we learn it and we apply in a correct way, then it works. And it gives us very good results. The way you are cooking food is a recipe. And if you know the correct recipe, correct ingredients and the correct measurement, then it comes out really wonderful and everybody praises you. If something goes wrong, the measurement goes wrong, you were supposed to put 50 grams, you did 70 or 80 grams, so definitely it's a blunder or a mess. And sometimes you fail to understand what went wrong. ऐसा क्या गलत कह दिया था या क्या गलत कर दिया था कि ये situation आके खड़ी हो गई. Okay, so we have Shadab and he's asking, so ma'am, today you are going to talk only about romantic relationship. Shadab, you can come on speaker panel if you have something to ask. Relationship, we are talking about relationship. And nowadays I think a lot of people, they are facing issues. If we say romantic, we can say couple also, married life also. Because that is a relationship where we are actually involved and we are having intimacy in this relationship and we call it romantic relationship. But if you have any other query, any other question, please come up and speak.
Yeah, true, absolutely, Archika. What you said made complete sense because we are surrounded by relationships, whether we are talking about relationship with others and others also. There are so many different aspects. You talk about your parents, you talk about your siblings, you talk about your friends, you talk about your children, you talk about your bosses, and you talk about so many other people you're meeting. You may just be acquaintances, and then the best of all is the relationship itself. I think we have to concentrate on this thing. This is very, very important. That your relationship with yourself is faulty, then your any relationship will suffer on account of that, and there will be something or the other which would definitely be bothering you. So Shadab, if you have anything to ask, and anybody else who's there in the listening panel, if you have anything, any discussion to make, any remark to make, anything which you want to carry forward from the last week's discussion, whatever discussions which we had, because this week we are finding up this couple relationship and romantic relationship, and I think Thursday we'll have a quiz. Thursday we'll do the quiz, and we are going to be selecting 2 people whom we'll be giving one session free for their own questions and queries, and their mental wellness and all that stuff. Right, Archika?
Yeah, sure.
Thursday we do the quiz, and Wednesday we keep the floor open for anybody to ask us any questions they have, whether they want to interview us, whether they want to talk about our lives. So we'll keep the floor open for them to talk, as I think there are some people, and Umesh was showing a lot of this thing. So, it is always important to understand, guys, that when you listen to the stories of others, that is where they say storytelling or story listening is an art. We all love to listen to the stories, and wo stories gossip ho to aur bhi maza aata hai, right? So every relationship has a story to tell, and so we would be opening the floor on Wednesday to discuss all the stories. Today and tomorrow we are going to be talking about the relationships which can be revived or not revived, and so Shadab is saying, I want to say, just discuss about every relationship that's better for us. Absolutely, Shadab. So that is the reason, if you see, this is season 3. If you go to season 1, you will have different discussions happening. We are discussing on each and every relationship. We are making next season we'll be able to tell by Thursday what we are coming up with. If you guys have any ideas, if you want something specially to be done, please do tell us here, or message us. So we will probably come up with a season of 5 or 10 sessions, particularly with that particular thing, and we'll make a season out of it. So every season has a different story to tell. But absolutely, as Archika said, relationships are the foundations of human beings, and that is why we say man is a social animal. And because we are social animals, we can't live without each other, and that is the reason we are always talking about relationship with self. Because अगर आपका खुद से रिश्ता अच्छा नहीं है, आप खुद को नहीं समझते हो, आप खुद को नहीं पहचानते हो, आप खुद कंफ्यूज्ड हो, तो आप किसी भी और रिश्ते को अच्छे से जस्टिफाई नहीं कर पाओगे. So even in a couple relationship, when we talk about a couple relationship, it is very important to know who you are, what you want, what is your limit, what is your goal, what is your future plan, what kind of a personality you are, what are your goods and what are the bads in you. Only when you have done all this, my dear friends, you will be able to, justify any relationship. Archika, we are going to go ahead with one case study for every... No problems, Shadab. I think, Archika. Shadab, why don't you join? Let's talk to you a little. If you are new, let's just talk to each other. Noor is there, Shadab is there, Soni Singh is there. I'm just inviting. Rohini is there, Ankit Garg is there. Guys, हिंदी में बोलेंगे तो बात से ही बात बनेगी. अगर आपके कोई भी इश्यूज हैं, अगर आप बात करोगे, we'll be able to, take you through. We'll be able to pull you out. We'll be able to help you create a bridge. Because हमारी सब प्रॉब्लम्स के सॉल्यूशंस कहीं ना कहीं हमारे खुद के अंदर छुपे होते हैं. उन्हें पकड़ के खींच के बाहर निकालने में जो एफर्ट लगता है, उसके लिए कोई ना कोई ऐसा इंसान चाहिए होता है जो आपको नॉन जजमेंटल, नॉन क्रिटिकल तरीके से बात करके समझ सके. और हम आप लोगों को वही प्लेटफॉर्म देने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. राइट? सो यू कैन गो टू द अदर सीजन्स एंड लिसन टू देम, गाइस. So, Archika, nobody wants to come, right?
Then let's start with, I think, relationship.
Archika, just a second. Shadab says it's very difficult to join the speaker panel. Why do you think it is difficult? I am inviting you. You just accept. देखो कितना आसान हो गया. मैंने आपको इनवाइट किया, आपने जो एक्सेप्ट बटन है उसको सिलेक्ट कर लिया। ये जो
Maybe
हमारे
he's saying in other way, Ashima.
नो वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट। आप क्या कैसी ऐसी
Yeah.
जगह पे हो जहां आप बात नहीं कर सकते हो, या आपको लगता है आपके अंदर कुछ ऐसा है जो आप एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर सकते हो, या आपको लगता है आप स्पीकर पैनल पे आके बात करने से झिझक रहे हो? व्हाट इज द मेन इशू, सादा? सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप विच वी हैव टू टेक। कैन यू टेल अस व्हाई?
Third one, he's hesitating, and the way he wrote ना the sentence जो उन्होंने लिखा, it's very hard. तो अगर ये
जाओ।
हार्ड लिखा है तो मुश्किल हो रहा है उनको कि आके और ऊपर बोलूं मैं।
शादा,
इट्स ओके, एक बार ट्राई करो।
आई एम गिविंग यू अ हैंड टू होल्ड। मैंने आपको इनवाइट किया। ऐसे ही हम फर्स्ट स्टेप्स लेते हैं ना, हम ऐसे ही स्टेप्स लेते हैं। मैं आपको फिर से इनवाइट कर रही हूँ, अब आपके ऊपर छोड़ देती हूँ। आप आना चाहते हो कि नहीं? अगर आज नहीं तो कल आना, नो प्रॉब्लम्स। आज आ जाओगे बीच में तो बहुत अच्छा लगेगा। हमें लगेगा शायद हमने आज किसी को एक स्टेप आगे बढ़ा दिया। राइट अर्चिका?
या Ashima.
Okay, so let's go on to a case study. There is a couple and they're experiencing a breakdown in communication after 10 years of marriage. They have struggled, they are really struggling to express their needs, and they feel they are emotionally very away from each other. I'll say it again. एक कपल है, कपल का कम्युनिकेशन ब्रेकडाउन हो गया है, 10 साल हो चुके हैं शादी को, और वो एक दूसरे को अपनी नीड्स एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, इमोशनली एक दूसरे से कनेक्टेड फील नहीं कर रहे हैं, और जब भी कोई बात करने की कोशिश होती है तो वो लड़ाई हो जाती है, बात तो हो ही नहीं पाती है। ऐसा सिनेरियो क्या कभी किसी ने देखा है किसी भी तरह के रिश्ते में, चाहे वो दो दोस्तों के बीच में हो? हम यहाँ एक कपल की बात कर रहे हैं, राइट अर्चिका?
या Ashima.
So, anybody who wants to come and talk about what is happening? एक कपल जो 10 साल से शादी हुई है, there is a communication breakdown, वो इमोशनली एक दूसरे से बहुत दूर हो गए हैं, they are struggling to talk to each other. उनका चैलेंज क्या है? Okay, their challenge is they are struggling to talk to each other because वो एक दूसरे को अपनी जरूरत नहीं बता पा रहे हैं, एक दूसरे को अपने इमोशंस नहीं एक्सप्रेस कर पा रहे हैं। आपको क्या लगता है ये सब क्यों हुआ होगा? कुछ तो सोच समझ के शादी की होगी उन्होंने, शायद प्री मैरिटल काउंसलिंग ना ली हो, मगर शादी करने से पहले एक दूसरे को कुछ समझा होगा, कुछ जाना होगा, कुछ परखा होगा। दोनों शादी में हैं, दोनों डिवोर्स नहीं चाह रहे हैं, दोनों एक साथ ही जिंदगी जीना चाह रहे हैं, मगर ना एक दूसरे को अपनी जरूरतों के बारे में बता पाते हैं, ना एक दूसरों से प्रॉपरली कम्युनिकेट कर पाते हैं, इमोशंस भी उनके एक दूसरे के लिए नहीं रिफ्लेक्ट हो पा रहे हैं। आपको क्यों लगता है ये सब कुछ हुआ और उनके लिए रोड अहेड क्या है? आप में से कोई इस बात का कोई जवाब देना चाहेगा इससे पहले कि अर्चिका मैम कुछ कहें? आर यू ऑल थिंकिंग? आ गई हमारी नूर आ गई। तो क्या नूर, इससे पहले तुम बोलो, मैं तुम्हें एक गाना सुनाऊं?
हाँ मैम।
तुम आ गए हो, नूर आ गया है, नहीं तो चिरागों से लो जा रही।
थैंक यू मैम, आई लव यू मैम।
आई लव यू बेटा, बोलो।
हाँ मैम मेरे को लगता है ना, मेरे को ना ऐसा लग रहा कि दो हो सकता, एक ईगो, उन लोगों का ईगो बहुत ज्यादा होगा, और दूसरा एक्सपेक्टेशंस जो दोनों अपने एक दूसरे पे कर रहे हैं, और वो एक्सपेक्टेशंस ना हो, रीच नहीं हो पा रहे, बल्कि उनको समझ आके वो वहीं पे छोड़ दे रहे, शायद ऐसा लग रहा मेरे को।
ईगो एंड एक्सपेक्टेशंस, बहुत अच्छे मजबूत वर्ड लेके आई है नूर, ईगो एंड एक्सपेक्टेशन। अभी एक्सपेक्टेशन, ईगो तो समझ में आया, एक्सपेक्टेशन का थोड़ा सा एक्सप्रेशन दो नू।
मतलब ऐसा मेरे को ऐसा लगा कि मैम अभी मैं हूँ मैम, मेरे को सामने वाला उनसे बात करने का है, लेकिन ईगो बीच में आ गई, वो अलग बात है। और दूसरा ये है कि सामने वाले इंसान से मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रही है और वो मेरे एक्सपेक्टेशंस पे खड़े नहीं होते बोल के मेरे को समझ में आ गया। तो अभी क्या लगाते इनसे एक्सपेक्टेशंस बोल के ऐसी छोड़ दिए, समझो वो बात है। समझो आपको समझ में आ गया मैम?
क्या लगाते एक्सपेक्टेशन यहाँ पर, मगर छोड़ना भी नको है। तो क्या करना पड़ेगा इस तरह की सिचुएशन में? क्या हो सकता है? आप में से कोई कुछ एक्सपर्ट कमेंट्स या आपकी थॉट्स, या जो आप लोगों को लगता है वो होना चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ? एनीबडी? नहीं, कोई भी नहीं? शादाब, रोहिणी, हर्षित, नीरज, दिनेश, अंकित, सोनी सिंह, अर्चिका मैम, आप नूर की बात पे कुछ?
यस मैम।
मैम और भी लग रहा मैम, बोलो। इनसिक्योरिटीज भी हो सकते मैम।
तो जो तुमने वर्ड्स बोले उसको नीचे लिखते हैं। तुमने बोला इनसिक्योरिटी, ठीक है। दूसरा वर्ड है ईगो, ओके। एंड द थर्ड वर्ड इज एक्सपेक्टेशन। कर के थक गए हैं कि भैया एक्सपेक्टेशन पूरी नहीं होने वाली, छोड़ो जाने दो, ठीक है। ये 3 इंपॉर्टेंट है। अर्चिका मैम आप बोलो।
Actually, Ashima, the case study you have given is a kind of outline. So, अगर इसमें कोई इंसिडेंट होता, अभी जो एक आउटलाइन मिली है उस पे हम खाली assumptions करेंगे, अज्यूम करेंगे कि क्या हुआ होगा और क्या हो सकता है रिलेशनशिप में, राइट? सो एक्चुअली डायग्नोज करना कि रूट कॉज क्या है, इट्स टफ इन दिस आउटलाइन, क्योंकि आउटलाइन में अंदर क्या है वो सारा नोन नहीं है, फैक्टर्स नोन नहीं है, इंसिडेंट्स नहीं है, इवेंट्स नहीं है मेंशन। सो इसमें जो आउटलाइन के एज पर यू एक्सप्लेन एंड जो एक सिनेरियो दिया जा सकता है, और अभी हम जो डिस्कस करेंगे, व्हाट वी कैन फील like it's a breakdown in communication, loss of emotional and physical intimacy could be there, lack of trust or feeling of disconnection could be there, right? ये सारी जो चीजें हैं इसको हम assume करके, मतलब अगर एक डॉट्स को मिलाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और उनके बाद में अगर हमें इवेंट्स और इंसिडेंट्स पता चलते हैं कपल के, उसके जो भी हो रहे हैं, तो इनके बेसिस पे हम, मतलब ये एक ऐसी चीजें हैं जो प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट करती हैं, जिनको हम कह सकते हैं जो इनिशियली जहाँ से शुरू होती हैं कॉजेस, जहाँ से अगर ब्रेकडाउन अगर कम्युनिकेशन में हो जाए तो एक फर्स्ट स्टेप हुआ आपका कि अच्छा ठीक है, अब थोड़ा सा रिलेशनशिप में प्रॉब्लम आने शुरू हो जाएगी। अगर उसको टाइमली मेंड नहीं किया गया, टाइमली उसको ब्रिज को कवर नहीं किया गया, ब्रिज को फिर से रिपेयर नहीं किया गया, then loss of emotional and physical intimacy. I believe that both are very important part in a married life. If you talk about emotional intimacy, if you talk about physical intimacy, both plays a very important role. It's not about कि हमेशा आपको emotionally connect है तो आपकी शादी चलती रहेगी and physically you are not connect. No, both ways you have to be connect very well. You know, and the trust very important factor. बिकॉज जहाँ वो डिस्ट्रस्ट हो जाता है या जहाँ आपको डाउट आ जाता है, जैसे सेल्फ डाउट होते में प्रॉब्लम शुरू हो जाती है खुद के साथ, ऐसे ही अगर पार्टनर्स के ऊपर कोई हमें डाउट हो गया है, सो डेफिनेटली हमारी थिंकिंग तो करप्ट हो ही जाती है, उसमें तो एक फॉल्ट आया ही जाता है बाय मिस, बट रिलेशनशिप को हम खराब करना शुरू कर देते हैं। बिकॉज डिस्ट्रेस में वी आर जस्ट डूइंग ओवर थिंकिंग, एंड वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस इन आवर लास्ट सीजन that what overthinking can go up to, what it can cause, what kind of damage it can, you know, cause to us. So these are the thing. And then feeling of disconnection, definitely. जब ये सारी चीजें यहाँ पे आ ही गई हैं, when all of this has entered in the room, so the major thing is जो boss will be the disconnection. So जो किंग की जो चेयर होगी रिलेशनशिप की, और जो वहाँ पे टूट रहा है रिलेशनशिप, वहाँ पे डिस्कनेक्शन तो टॉप पर हो जाएगा, क्योंकि connection is something which is actually going in a way. So this is what I can assume, and I can right now I can give pointers like, okay, on these basis We can do the analysis, we can do the diagnose and whatever, and if we can start work on if the treatment or therapy or something we are looking for the couple. Until unless we know the events and incident, then we can start relating if some other issues are there, some other reasons are there, or one of the partners, then if there's a particular thing is happening with the one, sometimes it's like Ashima ki both are not at fault, not on a majorly. So that is something we have to decide after a proper process. You are very well aware. But for right now,
Absolutely,
for
Ashika.
this case study, we can point out these things.
Absolutely, Archika, that's very, very, very beautifully put. If anybody has anything, कुछ भी बोलना चाहते हैं, लिखना चाहते हैं, नीचे लिख सकते हैं. बहुत अच्छी बात आपने बताई कि अगर एक रिश्ते में प्रॉब्लम है तो हमें उसकी रूट कॉज तक पहुंचना पड़ेगा. और जैसा कि मैंने बताया कि एक रिश्ता अगर 10 साल से है, हस्बैंड वाइफ 10 साल से है, उनके बीच में कम्युनिकेशन बैरियर बन गया है, एक दूसरे से इमोशनल डिस्कनेक्ट बन गया है, दे आर नॉट एबल टू टेल ईच अदर्स एक्सपेक्टेशंस कि उनकी ज़रूरतें क्या हैं. सो समवेयर दिस आई थिंक अर्चिका, जैसे आपने बोला बहुत सी सिचुएशंस होती हैं, मगर नॉर्मली इन इंडियन हाउस जब ऐसा होता है तो जनरली बिना कुछ प्रॉब्लम के भी कुछ ना कुछ इस तरह का, क्योंकि क्या होता है ना, हम रिश्तों को टेकन फॉर ग्रांटेड ले लेते हैं. और जब हम रिश्तों को टेकन फॉर ग्रांटेड ले लेते हैं तो वहां पर जो आपकी इमोशनल नीड्स हैं कहीं ना कहीं पर कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो जाती है. कैसे? अब मान लो उनको पता है कि भाई 10 साल हो गए, वाइफ है वो घर, एक सिनेरियो ये समझते हैं कि जो बीवी है, जो वाइफ है वो होम मेकर है, तो उससे ये एक्सपेक्ट कर लिया जाता है कि ये तो घर में ही रहेगी, ये बच्चों को देखेगी, और वो लेडी 24 घंटे काम कर रही है. और हस्बैंड भी अगर बाहर जा रहा है तो वो भी बाहर जा रहा है, और वो घर आता है तो घर, थिंग्स आर चेंजिंग बट स्टिल इट इज नॉट चेंजिंग टू दैट लेवल. तो वो जब घर आता है तो उसको लगता है कि अब घर में सब कुछ वाइफ को ही देखना है. तो वो जो एक लेडी 24 घंटे काम. शादाब, आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं?
हेलो मैम, गुड आफ्टरनून.
गुड आफ्टरनून जी, बोले.
So I am saying that like you asked like why they have like want to be distant, why they have face problem in relationships. So according to me, like because they have different mindsets and they don't have understand like each other. I think the solution of this problem is like try to understand each other. Like I watched a movie in which they saw about same thing what you say. So like then gods do a magic with him and change both gender. Now they are going to think by going on his partner place. And when they started to think by going on his partner place, they understand their all the problems and difficulties like they are facing. After that they realize and understand each other. So that's I am saying that.
वेरी नाइस शादा. बट प्रॉब्लम ये है ना कि मूवी में तो हम लोग चेंज कर सकते हैं बहुत कुछ, एंड वी कैन मैनिपुलेट सिचुएशन एंड वी कैन डू मिरेकल वाला, जादू वाला दिखा सकते हैं. व्हाट यू वर सेइंग ना, द जेंडर got changed by the god, and just to make them realize that how does it feel when you are at the place of the person whom you are blaming for certain things and which is not a fault, and the other person is not at fault but still you are blaming. So please be at that place, share that status and realize what it was actually, how different it was situation when you are actually into it, but in real life it's completely different. Practical life is completely different. In fact, what we study, शादाब, थ्योरी जो हम पढ़ते हैं लाइफ में बुक्स में, या फिर किसी भी डॉक्टर उसमें साइकोलॉजी में भी अगर हम थ्योरीज पढ़ते हैं, तो थ्योरी पढ़ना फिर उस थ्योरी को अप्लाई करना प्रैक्टिकली, इट्स वेरी डिफरेंट. इवन इन अ ट्रीटमेंट, व्हाट वी नो एज अ थेरेपिस्ट, we know what is a process, what is a therapy, how it work. But when we deal with patients and clients directly, offline, in person, it's completely different. We have to understand how we should make it work.
Absolutely. Shada, bolo Shada. Go on, Shada.
Problem and like make your relationship good, you need to apply these things.
वेरी ट्रू. आई थिंक ये बहुत ज़रूरी है. अर्चिका मैम ने जो बोला, शी इज टॉकिंग अबाउट द थेरेप्यूटिक कंडीशंस. बट एक बात तो हमारे साइकोलॉजी में और हमारी थेरेपी में भी बोली जाती है कि किसी रिश्ते को भी अगर मान लो, जैसा मैंने ये जो केस दिया है कि 10 साल से शादी हुआ है, कम्युनिकेशन गैप बन गया, इसमें विलिंगनेस, दे डोंट वांट, या तो होता है ना कि दे वांट टू लीव ईच अदर एंड टेक डिफरेंट डायरेक्शंस. ठीक है, अब वो तो करना नहीं चाह रहे. एक मिनट, मोहम्मद कुछ कहना चाह रहे हैं. मोहम्मद जहरद लावल, आप कुछ कहना चाह रहे हैं?
We are together.
I'm sorry?
Yes, my name is Mohammed Zaradin, as you said.
Yeah, Mohammed, you want to say something?
I want to say something concerning the topic so can all relationship be revived? So sometimes it is not many relationship can be revived, but it can be revived due to the issues, or by considering what is actually happening and how it will be revived. That's fair. Sometimes if the relationship that it ends with fighting, beating each other, and so on and so forth, like insulting. Normally, if it is wrong, it is hardly to be revived. But first, let's look at what are the major things that make this relationship to start firstly, and then why it is being broke up. So I think by considering this, we can actually make a directly like suggestion to say something concerning it. But normally it's not all relationship can be revived, but it might be. Sorry.
Mohammed, very good. You had something beautiful to say there. And again, going back to the word which we normally use, if the relationship is going bad because of, whether we are insulting each other in the relationship or there is a gap of some kind, we have to get up and we have to understand. And that word which we call in psychology, it's called insight. If I know something is wrong, only then I'll be able to correct, right? And that is the reason. आप कुछ बोल रहे हैं शादाब? You're saying something, dear?
Right, ma'am. Like I am saying that, like if you are facing same kind of problem, so you need to first you need to do something that for some kind of people, like first of all you make efforts for do better understanding, because love has magic. It can change anything. Like it's make friend of enemy. So like if your man is not understanding, so because they always tired, he need to do office work, he's dealing with more of clients, lots of things. So women need to understand. And
वहाँ पे we have a divide. It is not just the duty of a woman, it is the duty of the man to understand also. When you clap, you take both the hands to clap. You don't clap with one hand. So it is if you want a relationship to work, it is the duty of both the people involved in the relationship to stand up and understand where they are going wrong instead of blaming the other person. Because if I will keep blaming my husband and my husband will keep blaming me, we are not going to reach anywhere, my dear. So it is a two-way road. It can't be from one side. I do understand that Indian context, and even I think I can say it is a global phenomena that a woman is supposed to be thinking more, understanding more, doing more. But when we go on to the ancient Indian scriptures, there is something called equality of both the genders. If mental well-being can't be achieved by suppressing the emotions of one and trying to, just look at the other. It has to be both ways. Otherwise, equilibrium cannot be achieved. And to achieve that equilibrium, both people have to be willing to work. So that is the term which we use. It is called couples therapy. Both the couple have to be present, whether they are married, not married, in a live-in relationship, or they are going together. If they want to be together, if they don't want to leave each other, they both will have to realize where things are going wrong. Like Muhammad brought in the word insult. If somebody keeps insulting me, and just for the sake of relationship I keep adjusting, but for how long? Can somebody give me the answer?
How long what? Sorry, repeat.
If somebody keeps insulting me and I say, okay, this person is insulting me because I am in relationship, I have to adjust. How long can I adjust? Will I not feel bad about it all the time?
No, like if it is his habitual, and you normally know that he insulted other people, so I think no need to be worrying concerning it. But if it's not his habitual, like it's not the things that you normally do, or yeah, let's give him a moment and then ask him why he insulting you, like after all the temperature of him has been reduced. So then ask him, maybe you can know the reason why he insults you.
So it is always good to sit down and understand from each other why things are not right. It is important.
It is important.
So if it takes two to tango, if you are driving a scooter or if you're driving a two-wheeler, it has two wheels. If one of the wheels is not balanced, it does not have the right alignment, both the wheels will not be able to travel together. So in a couple, if they have children also, they have to set examples for their children also. But if they are not able to do things right, they will have to sit down if they want life to be good. Otherwise, it is very easy. You just live the life, you keep complaining, you keep saying wrong things to each other. Or, as Muhammad is saying, if you know somebody is habitual of doing wrong things and that person does not have the insight, you can't sit down with that person. Now, that person can be the wife or the husband, anybody. So if you want to be living with that person and you know that person is not going to understand that he or she is going wrong anywhere, either you will have to part ways, and in this case, as we see, they are not wanting to part ways. So if both of them understand where they are going wrong, they go to a psychologist, they attend a couple therapy, and where they try to achieve and understand what are the differences, because a third person can always give you a very good a very good observation of what is happening and who's wrong. If I keep talking to my husband and I keep blaming him, he keeps blaming me, we'll not reach anywhere. If we both sit down and try to write down things, maybe we can. That is the reason you want a third person, if that is a trained therapist, to help you that professionally to understand who is going wrong. Normally elders in the families also try to do, but if there are no elders who are that smart, then you go to a therapist. This is one thing.
Yes, ma'am. According to me, men also need to understand that how the difficult life of women, they always live in home, they have same routine. Men also can go on Sundays and weekend with his friend for parties and anything, and how the difficult life of women, they have always same routine, same kind of thing for do, they don't have any freedom. So men need to realize this type.
Very true. And that is why they have to learn to spend quality time with each other. Sometimes because you are not sitting down with each other, talking the problems out, you are not trying to hear each other out, the communication gap builds and the emotional detachment happens. So if you sit down with each other, you talk with each other, you go out together to have food, You go out together to buy grocery. You go out together to have a walk. You try to connect with each other. You have to learn to spend quality time with each other. Because the problem is we start taking relationships for granted after a time. That this person is not going anywhere. Yes, that person is not going anywhere. But that person is feeling bad. And even you are feeling bad. Life is for once. You have got it for once. You have to live it the best of the ways. Instead of feeling bad, sorry, complaining, insulting. Why not do it together? And that is where an open dialogue comes in. When we talk about an open dialogue, a therapist, if you have, will help you in understanding where both of the couple is going, any one of them is going wrong. Because I might feel I am not absolutely right. I don't make mistakes. My partner would feel, oh yes, I am completely okay. I have no problems. My partner has problems. We both can't, I'll keep blaming, he will keep blaming. So what do? We need a third person to help us in having a communication, open dialogue. And absolutely, if you are in a relationship, and that also 10 years, means you have seen a lot of good and bad with each other. And if you have seen so much good and bad with each other, there is all the reason to understand how to make it work again. Right?
Yes.
Any other inputs from anybody?
No. Although you already, spend together, like what you said, you take 10 years, you are together, you normally know what exactly his, habitual, what he make day to day, like activities. And then by knowing these things, whenever, if he made something wrong to you, personally, if you know that it is the first time that he made it to you, so you shall forgive him. Although, according to me, the first mistake is no mistake, but to repeat the same mistake is a mistake. So, if it is a first mistake, I think I will not talk to you. I will leave you until you make another one. Then I will tell you that even the last time you made the same thing to what you did to me now. So I think if you know his habitual, no need to say anything. Just wait him until he repeats it.
So what you're saying is that if for second time somebody makes mistake, leave that person and go to the other? Find another?
The first,
Muhammad? Muhammad?
Muhammad, yes.
Yeah, Muhammad, you said that if there is first mistake, you give time. If it is second, you leave that person?
If it is second, I will not leave him, but I will talk to him that he made wrong to me. Maybe he seek my apologize. If he seek, I will forgive him. Even if he not, seeking my apologize, I will still continue to live with him. But if he is starting doing it continuously, I know that thing is his habitual. So then I will try to know which way I shall follow to solve this kind of problem.
Absolutely. So this makes me go to the other case. Anybody else who has anything to say before I go on to the other case? Archika, do you have something to add? Because you were unmuted and I think you were talking to somebody. All right, I'm taking you on. So let's sum up the case 1 before moving on to the case 2. So in case 1, if both the couple are willing to stay with each other and not leave each other, they will have to work on the relationship. They will have to put the efforts towards making the relationship happen. They will both have to understand where both of them are going wrong. We can't keep blaming each other and still want the relationship to work. We will have to make sure that we both understand each other. We try to understand the concerns. We communicate in complete openness. And the words like sorry and thank you really make relationships good if they are said for the right things, for the right reasons. So if I feel that I have made a mistake, I have the responsibility of saying sorry, accepting my mistake. And if somebody praises me or says something good about me, I have to say that thank you. So these, there was this beautiful line. It says, small courtesies keep the relationships the machine of relationships running smoothly. So which means if you really want the relationships to work beautifully, you will have to pay attention to small details. Go on it.
Thank you so much, Ashima. Actually, I got so involved when you're talking, I lost the track. What should I say? Anyway, so first I'll take Shadab Singh. Sometime back, he was saying that we should know how to apply and we know what's wrong, what's right. So Shadab, in relationships and even in our day-to-day life, we know what is correct. Like we should wake up early morning in Brahma Muhurta, it's 3:45 a.m. We should have a fewer meals, right? And we should sleep by 6 or 7 in the evening. That's people say, and even the medically it's proven it's good for health. But do we do that? No, we don't. So knowing something is different, and getting it into application and applying in your day-to-day life is something, really. Sometimes the situations are not in your favor, and relationship is such thing जहाँ पे आपको बहुत बार many times you don't understand. You know what is right. You know you should not say this. You know you should keep calm. You know you should not express this attitude, this anger, this frustration, this irritation. But you can't help it. It comes naturally. Even if you are not saying anything, still it's like very much visible on your face. And the other person, they can, actually get it. Actions, not words. Sometimes words, they are so harsh. Even a single word, single line. Fine. And then Muhammad was saying that fine, if somebody is insulting you again and again, you should understand, you should forgive and all that. That's completely a different scenario, Muhammad. If somebody is doing that deliberately, doing that intentionally, and even they are not doing intentionally, but they are doing it again and again, definitely we need to understand what's wrong with that person. And when sometimes couples come for the therapies and all, and then we diagnose and do the treatment thing and procedure, that we get to understand that there are some kind of disorders they are having, which they were not aware of. Definitely it happens in a life. And if we talk in Indian context, in Indian relationship, Indian marriages, so situations are completely different in houses. It's not about that if the relationship is getting toxic, if the husband is, getting, doing insult to a wife every day, or beating her up every day, or saying all bad words and doing all bad things to her, so she should leave. No, she can't leave. Sometimes there are situations where she don't even think about leaving, वो दिल और दिमाग में भी नहीं आता है कि मुझे इसे छोड़ देना चाहिए. So these kind of situations, saying is always easier than done. किसी situation को बिना समझे हम कहें, ठीक है हम रोज, sorry Ashima, I'm not contradicting your statements and all, I quite agree with everything, but just by going out every day or doing things or everything together, this togetherness never, there's a statement and I believe it's very much possible that you are staying in one house and still you are apart, and it's very much possible that you are not staying together and still you are together. It's all about connection. It's all about caring, trust, and whatever. I don't know how to explain, but in Indian context, marriages जिस तरह से काम करती हैं, जिस तरह से हम उनको relationships को लेते हैं, वो बहुत अलग है. It's very, very different. And when we talk about equality, men and women, so definitely we don't talk about equality, in masculine or strength or something. We talk on cerebral level. Like a male can be a CEO, a woman can also be a CEO. It's not like I'll build my body in such a way that I'll become 200 pounds or something. and then I'm comparing myself. No. For our, whenever we say we want equality and we are equal to you, so we talk about this cerebral level, thinking process and cognitive level, and we can think the same. We have this ability and capability. We can do competition on that level, not on strength level. Definitely we are different. God has make us different, so there is always be a difference. वहाँ मुझे लगता है वो डिफरेंस हमेशा था, रहेगा, और मानना भी चाहिए. क्यों नहीं मानना चाहिए? जो है वो मानना चाहिए. एंड रिलेशनशिप्स, किसी भी रिलेशनशिप को अगर मैं कहूँ कि आज मैं स्टेटमेंट इशू करूँ कि ठीक है, इस रिलेशनशिप को इस तरह से बना लेते हैं, इस तरह से उसको बोलते हैं, आप ये कीजिए, ऐसे कीजिए, बात कीजिए. नो, वी रियली हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. सोशल इन्फ्लुएंस बहुत होता है रिलेशनशिप्स में. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट इन इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट में. आई एम नॉट वर्ल्ड वाइड और यूनिवर्सल लेवल पे. I cannot generalize things. So Indian context में जो marriages होती हैं, relationships होते हैं, first a lady or a man, whenever they are having issues in their marriages or they are having some problems, and if they are having kids, तो the first thought, first जो आपका ध्यान जाता है वो सबसे पहले आपका बच्चों पर जाता है कि अगर ये शादी टूटी तो बच्चों पर क्या असर पड़ेगा. Are we ready for that? फाइन. सेकेंड, सोसाइटी क्या कहेगी. थर्ड, फैमिली को किस तरह से हैंडल किया जाएगा. इफ वुमेन इज इंडिपेंडेंट, नाउ डेज दे आर टेकिंग डिसीजंस लाइक डाइवोर्स, दे आर गेटिंग वेरी कॉमन, बट ऑल दीज थिंग्स समटाइम्स और मेनी टाइम्स, नॉट समटाइम, मेनी टाइम्स, if you say कि relationship, there's 50 years of marriage, 25 years of marriage of convenience. Why we are calling marriage of convenience? बिकॉज मैरिज होना भी ज़रूरी है, सोशली उसको दिखाना भी ज़रूरी है, बच्चों का साथ रहना भी ज़रूरी है, एंड फैमिली के साथ रहना भी ज़रूरी है. सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स. सो एक इसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे आई थिंक आशिमा, वी कैनॉट जस्टिफाई एवरीथिंग, वी कैनॉट एक्सप्लेन एवरीथिंग until unless we are completely into it. And we
Absolutely. Shadab is writing exactly, they are sacrificing. See, Archika, building on what you said, when you talk about a woman who is at home and she's doing a job 24/7, and she's not a career woman, but she has a much bigger career to take care of, and that is her house, her husband, her kids. And that is the reason, I still remember a few years back when you would ask a woman who was not working and was at home, she would be really reluctant to say, I am a housewife. But now the new word has come in, which is said homemaker. If you really look at it, men who are working and the women who are not working, they are at home taking care of the houses. They are even working on Sundays. They don't get any chutti. They don't get a day of holiday. They are working 24/7. They are on their toes. And as Archika, you said that God has built the men and women differently. Absolutely. That is the reason a woman is able to take all that pressure and still multitask and do so many things together. Honestly, challenge a man to do that. He will know what it is. A woman, she has gone out. She has started heading the corporates. She knows how to travel out. She loves to do that. And even while doing that, she's managing her household. So a woman, the Shakti, the Nari Shakti, in Indian context, she is powerful. And I don't say she's just powerful in India. A woman is a woman anywhere in the world. And globally, women are all much more powerful psychologically than men. Physically, definitely, men are stronger because probably God made it that way. But when you talk about all that complicated mind frame which a woman has, and as you say, Archika, you brought in a point that a woman cannot easily leave her house. It is very difficult. Today, women are going out, they're working, they're getting independent so they can have surrogacy, they can have children. They don't want a man. That is the reason today divorces are happening over the drop of hat. People are not ready to understand, as Noor said, that egos. The feminism has taken place. But yes, the problem is a woman is also in the state of transition. She's not ready to take any nonsense. And when she's not ready to take any nonsense, she's ready to take any chances. And that is the reason women of today, when she gets into a marriage, that is why it's said today in our counseling circles, we say, why don't you take a premarital counseling before you think of even getting married? Because it is really important to understand the person you're going to get married to. Let it not just be because of the adrenaline rush, just because you're physically attracted to a person. Because that physical attraction is just 1 year. Just spending time with each other is 1 year. After that, the whole lot comes into existence. Society is there from the beginning, but because you're so much in love that you start negating everything, and it is only that the bomb is dropped after some people see it after 6 months, some people see it after 1 year. The bomb is dropped and you realize that you are not into a jungle. You're living in a jungle of people. And anywhere in the world, most of the places, marriage is the marriage of two families. It is marriage of many people together. That is the reason it becomes all the more important for the man and woman to realize that they have to have a much stronger bond, because the physical aspect wanes away very fast. Your wavelength, whether you both gel with each other, do you match at the mental level with each other? Are you compatible to each other? Do you really understand what the other side is there saying? Are you really compassionate? Are you really considerate? Are you really willing to go to the other side and empathize and understand that the problem can be on both the sides? Let's sit down and understand how to solve them. Only when people are willing to do that, Archika. I do understand that the Indian context, a lot of marriages are still marriages of convenience. But if they are a marriage of convenience and women are not wanting to leave their men, even if they are losing trust, even if they are cheating upon them, I'm going on to the grayer side of it. There are a lot of women I've seen myself, a lot of cases of women who are happy to have a husband, even despite the fact that he's having an extramarital relationship, because she's not earning, she has children to take care of, at least she has a name of being the wife. So such women, they will end up having a lot of psychological problems if they don't take charge of their lives. The husband definitely at the end of the day, when he grows old and all, is going to recline back to the woman. But such a woman has to learn to take charge of her life also. That is the reason she has to learn to get into directions where she can give meaning to her life instead of falling flat and getting into psychological and physiological problems. She has to learn to navigate. And if two people are not able to navigate a relationship together, there are bound to be problems for the children, for the mother, for the father. So the husband and wife, either they realize if they want to live together, they have to sort it out some ways. Even if it is a marriage of convenience, they have to make it happen in a beautiful manner so that the relationship gets navigated and they don't end up having psychological problems or physical problems, and their children also grow up to be wise. Now, this is a very difficult ask. Very, very, very difficult ask. But believe me, it is possible. It is possible. But yes, if two people are ready to understand and navigate, great. And the third option is you just part ways. You try to look for a meaning for your own life. When you came to this world, you came alone. You did not come with somebody. Your parents gave you birth. Your husband you found after a very long time, or your wife. So I'm not saying husbands are bad all the time. There can be wives who are really bad. So it is both the way. So it is both who make the relationship happen in a very big way. So as Archika said, to any individual relationship between a couple, see, we can't typecast it. that if couple is having a communication gap, if they are not able to get emotionally attached after 10 years of marriage, it is going to be the same problem. No, that cannot happen. Every relationship is different. Every relationship equation is different. Every relationship narrative is different. Every relationship's dynamics are different. So it is really important for two people to understand, and for that, if they can do it together, wonderful. They will have to sit down and understand each and every aspect. If they cannot, they will have to take a professional help, provided they want to make that relationship work. If they are really wanting that relationship to work, there are thousands of ways of making it work. But if they don't want to work, there is only one route. There is only one route, leaving each other, right? Okay, and Muhammad says, no, we have to by seeing all of this problem, today's generation, most of the people don't want to get married. Shadab, you must get married. Marriage is a beautiful relationship, but don't get married with the eyes closed. And even with when you think everything, there are going to be problems. But by that time, you have learned how to navigate it together. The word is together. And Muhammad says, what you have said is true. Thank you very much, Muhammad. Shadab also says, to make a good relationship, both partners need to make an effort. Like if you are a woman, make tasty food. Why can't my husband make tasty food? And actually my husband, he is a foodie, so he does that. What about your husband? He likes the most. And if you're a man, spend quality time. Saptik says, don't get married to a wrong person. I'm a foodie. Oh, great. So yes, don't get married for the wrong reasons, dear people. I have had a lot of friends and a lot of a lot of cases, a lot of people who come for therapy, and they would say, I got married for the wrong reasons. And the wrong reason was I had my heart broken. My parents said, there is a good girl, you're at the right age, get married. Okay, one. Second, me and my wife, we were in the same office. We thought, okay, we are doing the same thing. Maybe we gel, let's get married. So there are so many cases like that. So please keep your eyes open when you're getting married, first thing. And before you get married, make sure both of you are not just getting physically attracted to each other. There has to be compatibility. There has to be a wavelength. There has to be an understanding. There has to be a thought process from the beginning where you know that there will be a lot of problems. We don't have to shove them under the carpet. If my mom is not good, she's not good. So I don't have to say, oh, my mother is very good. But later when my husband says your mom is saying bad things to me, I just try to justify it. Same goes for the husband. So we have to understand all the relationships with wide open eyes. And couple relationship is the foundation stone for families. A lot of families can be made or they can be broken because the husband and the wife, the father or the mother are not able to justify their relationship. So it is a beautiful relationship, believe me, being into
Ashima,
marriage.
we are just supposed to end, so I think I'll continue tomorrow. Thank you all.
All right. Let's continue tomorrow. Tomorrow marriage is not one cause of... Okay. God bless you all. Take care.